So I've tried everything to connect to the internet. I've tried unplugging the router. I've tried doing the hotspot through my cell phone provider. I've tried everything I know to do to make this thing work so that I can work on the radio show for tonight and this podcast that you're watching now. And it's so frustrating that I'm trying to get all this done, and everything that I'm trying to do just brings up another problem. It's all connected. Everything, all of my frustration is connected to this issue that I'm having with the router. It will not connect to the internet.
You ought to stop playing God, because you are not good at it, and the position is taken.
So I've put all this effort into connecting to the internet so that I can get the podcast done, the radio show done, all the things that I need to do today. And right in the middle of all this frustration of me trying to connect to everything, God smacked me upside the head with this one question. And it was so real to me whenever I had the realization. He was like, well, have you gone through this much effort to connect with me today? I haven't tried to connect with him at all. So I began to pray. I began to ask God what I should do about this situation. And he's answered that. He's given me a message for you. And this message may be just for you. And if you knew what all I've gone through to try to get this message to happen, then you should really listen. You should pay attention. As Christians, so many times our connection is off. We get disconnected from our relationship with the Father. You know, Jesus is our router. Jesus is the connection that we have. He says, I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. He says, I'm the door. He is the gateway. And because of what he's done through the cross, then we have a connection and a relationship with Holy God. And the Holy of Holies is now available to us. The veil is torn and we are able to enter in. So we have a connection with Holy God because of the router that we have through Jesus Christ. We're able to connect. We're able to have give and take. We're able to upload to him our issues, and he's able to download to us his peace, his grace, his love, his answers, his forgiveness. It's a big one, forgiveness. All of those things. But when we have a problem with our relationship with Jesus, when we have a problem with our relationship with our router, so to speak, we let sin enter in, we let selfishness enter in, we let all of these other things enter in that give us issues with our connectivity with our Father, then whenever that happens, we experience difficulty in our relationship with him. We're not able to connect. And y'all, I've seen so many people, some of you, I've watched over the years people try to find other ways to connect. Like I was trying to use a hotspot, or I was trying to use other ways to connect to the internet, even leaving and going to a different location, finding someplace else to connect. I see people, they go through Ouija. I see people go through tarot. I see people go through pastors, priests, whatever it takes to try to connect, whenever all you have to do is go to the cross. All we have to do is connect to Jesus. And if we will connect to him, then all those other things, that's all counterfeit. None of that is true, actual connection with a relationship with our Creator. Those are all creation. We have to unplug the sin. We have to replace some of the components in our life that have gotten old and damaged. You need a relationship with Jesus Christ in order to connect with the Father. Quit trying to find him through gurus. Quit trying to find him through all of these other creations, all these other ways that man has created to come to Christ. Quit trying to self-medicate. Come to the Father through Christ. Come to the Father through the cross, and just allow the Father to connect with us. And when that connection happens, then we experience a small taste of heaven. So it's only fair to tell you that as soon as God gave me this message and I recorded it and I put it in here and made a video for you, I went back inside and I was getting things together and thinking, okay, I'm just going to have to take all my stuff over town to find a connection to use over there for the internet, not for Jesus. And you know, as soon as I walked in the house, my phone vibrated and it connected. the internet came back on. Y'all, I'm telling you, I really feel like everything that has happened with this, this whole illustration that I've given you today was for a purpose. There's someone that needed to hear this. I needed to hear this, and maybe you did too. And everything's up and working fine now that I've got the message. Did you get the message?